A huge asteroid impacting Earth would be catastrophic, but we may face a greater danger from more numerous, smaller asteroids. Credit, NASA. Everyone knows it was a large asteroid striking Earth that led to the demise of the dinosaurs. But how many near misses were there? Modern humans have been around for about 225,000 years, so we must have come close to death by asteroid more than once in our time. We would have had no clue. Of course, it's the actual strikes that are cause for concern, not near misses. Efforts to predict asteroid strikes, and to catalog asteroids that come close to Earth, have reached new levels. NASA's newest tool in the fight against asteroids is called SCOUT. SCOUT is designed to detect asteroids approaching Earth, and it just passed an important test. SCOUT was able to give us 5 days notice of an approaching asteroid. Here's how SCOUT works. A telescope in Hawaii, the Panoramic Survey Telescope and Rapid Response System, PAN-STARRS, detected the asteroid, called 2016 UR36, and then alerted other scopes. 3 other telescopes confirmed 2016 UR36 and were able to narrow down its trajectory. They also learned its size, about 5 to 25 meters across. After several hours, we knew that UR36 would come close to us, but was not a threat to impact Earth. UR36 would pass Earth at a distance of about 498,000 kilometers. That's about 1.3 times further away than the Moon. The key part of this is that we had 5 days notice. And 5 days notice is a lot more than the few hours that we usually have. The approach of 2016 UR36 was the first test for the SCOUT system, and it passed the test. Asteroids that come close to Earth are called near-Earth objects, NEOs, and finding them and tracking them has become a growing concern for NASA. In fact, NASA has about 15,000 NEOs catalogued, and they're still finding about 5 more every night. Not only does NASA have the SCOUT system, whose primary role is to speed up the confirmation process for approaching asteroids, but they also have the Sentry program. Sentry's role is a little different. Sentry's job is to focus on asteroids that are large enough to wipe out a city and cause widespread destruction. That means NEOs that are larger than about 140 meters. Sentry has over 600 large NEOs catalogued, and astronomers think there are a lot more of them out there. NASA is getting much better at discovering and detecting NEOs. Credit, NASA/NEO program. NASA also has the Planetary Defense Coordination Office, PDCO, which has got to be the greatest name for an office ever. Can you imagine having that on your business card? Anyway, the PDCO has the overarching role of preparing for asteroid impacts. The office is there to make emergency plans to deal with the impact aftermath. 5 days notice for a small asteroid striking Earth is a huge step for preparedness. Resources can be mobilized, critical infrastructure can be protected, maybe things like atomic power plants can be shut down if necessary. And, of course, people can be evacuated. We haven't always had any notice for approaching asteroids. Look at the Chelyabinsk meteor from 2013. It was a 10,000-ton meteor that exploded over the Chelyabinsk Oblast, injuring 1,500 people and damaging an estimated 3,000 buildings in 6 cities. If it had been a little bigger, and reached the surface of the Earth, the damage would have been widespread. 5 days notice would likely have saved a lot of lives. Smaller asteroids may be too small to detect when they're very far away. But larger ones can be detected when they're still 10, 20, even 30 years away. That's enough time to figure out how to stop them. And if you can reach them when they're that far away, you only need to nudge them a little to deflect them away from Earth, and maybe to the Sun to be destroyed. Large asteroids with the potential to cause widespread destruction are the attention getters. Hollywood loves them. But it may be more likely that we face numerous impacts from smaller asteroids, and that they could cause more damage overall. SCOUT's ability to detect these smaller asteroids, and give us several days' notice of their approach, could be a lifesaver. More than 15,000 near-Earth objects and counting. The international effort to find, confirm, and catalog the multitude of asteroids that pose a threat to our planet has reached a milestone, 15,000 discovered with many more to go. The number of catalogued asteroids approaching Earth has grown rapidly since the count reached 10,000 only 3 years ago. Near-Earth objects, or NEOs, are asteroids or comets with sizes ranging from meters to tens of kilometers whose orbits come close to ours, meaning they could hit our planet. The discovered NEOs are part of a much larger population of more than 700,000 known asteroids in our solar system. The rate of discovery has been high in the past few years, and teams worldwide have been discovering on average 30 new ones per week, says Ettore Perizzi, manager of the NEO Coordination Center at ESA's center near Rome, Italy. A few decades back, 30 were found in a typical year, so international efforts are starting to pay off. We believe that 90% of objects larger than 1,000 have been discovered, but even with the recent milestone we've only found just 10% of the 100M NEOs and less than 1% of the 40M ones. Today, the two main discovery efforts are in the US, the Catalina Sky Survey in Arizona, and the Pan-STARRS project in Hawaii, jointly accounting for about 90% of the new bodies found. An object entered the atmosphere over the Urals early in the morning of February 15, 2013. The fireball exploded above Chelyabinsk city, and the resulting overpressure caused damage to buildings and injuries to hundreds of people. Maintaining the European Risk List. The Center maintains the European Risk List, containing all objects for which an Earth impact probability cannot yet be ruled out, however low, says Ditlev Koshny, heading the NEO element of the Space Situational Awareness Office. There is only a tiny impact probability for any known object in the next 40 years, but all NEOs bear close watching to refine and understand their orbits. The Coordination Center is also the focal point for scientific studies needed to improve warning services and provide near real-time data to scientific bodies, international organizations, and government decision-makers. In recent years, astronomers working with or sponsored by ESA have concentrated on follow-up observations, confirming new objects and obtaining more reliable orbits. Some of this work was done with ESA's own observatory on Tenerife in the Canary Islands. Others have been instrumental in imaging or confirming the orbits of particularly interesting objects, such as asteroid 2016 RB1, which grazed our planet on September 7, 2016 by 34,000 kilometers, within the orbit of many telecom satellites. In the coming years, the pace of discovery is likely to increase. ESA is developing new fly-eye telescopes to conduct automated nightly wide-sky surveys with their very large fields of view. These are expected to begin operating around 2018. The Large Synoptic Survey Telescope, being built in Chile, is set to begin hunting space rocks in the near future. These future telescopes offer the almost complete sky coverage and depth needed for humanity to be sure that as many NEOs as possible are discovered and identified before posing any threat. NASA's new asteroid alert system gives 5 days of warning. A huge asteroid impacting Earth would be catastrophic, but we may face a greater danger from more numerous, smaller asteroids. Credit, NASA. Everyone knows it was a large asteroid striking Earth that led to the demise of the dinosaurs. But how many near misses were there? Modern humans have been around for about 225,000 years, so we must have come close to death by asteroid more than once in our time. We would have had no clue. Of course, it's the actual strikes that are cause for concern, not near misses. Efforts to predict asteroid strikes, and to catalog asteroids that come close to Earth, have reached new levels. NASA's newest tool in the fight against asteroids is called SCOUT. SCOUT is designed to detect asteroids approaching Earth, and it just passed an important test. SCOUT was able to give us 5 days' notice of an approaching asteroid. Here's how SCOUT works. A telescope in Hawaii, the Panoramic Survey Telescope and Rapid Response System, Pan-STARRS, detected the asteroid.